Guys, we can add another iron to the fire here. Mike Pence, if you're playing along in your home game, actually pulled papers today. He's officially running, and we got a new name on the board as well. Check out North Dakota's governor, Doug Burgum's presidential announcement teaser here.
I grew up in a tiny town in North Dakota. Woke was what you did at 5 a.m. to start the day. Anger, yelling, infighting. That's not going to cut it anymore. Let's get things done.
Jordan, how does anyone make a dent when you're starting with zero name recognition and you've got a guy named Donald Trump carrying 40, 50%, depending on the poll?
It's a great question. You might have to do something dramatic, but for a lot of these second-tier candidates in the race, and I would put Doug Burgum in that category, Chris Sununu addressed this directly in his remarks today, is that he thinks that a lot of these candidates are positioning themselves to maybe get cabinet spots or other spots in the next Republican administration, maybe a next Republican administration, Trump administration. And what he's saying is that those people need to stand aside. And Republicans who are opposed to Donald Trump need to coalesce around a single contender to take him down, because there you saw what happened in 2016, and it didn't work out in their favor.
Yeah, it was a plurality. And
exactly.
The former president was able to take it, and for those that are against him, that is their main concern. Another individual in the name is, of course, Nikki Haley. Yeah. And she had this town hall yesterday, and here's what she had to say on abortion. Take a listen.
Don't let anyone in the media, don't let any political party tell you that a Republican president can ban abortion laws in our country, because they can't any more than a Democrat president can ban our state laws. I think we can agree on the fact that contraception should be accessible. And I think we can all come together and say any woman that has an abortion shouldn't be jailed or given the death penalty. Can't we start there?
Abortion is going to be one of the biggest issues in 2024. We're already seeing it issues in midterms and other local elections. How difficult is this question for Republicans to answer? I feel like they're always dancing around it.
I think it depends on which Republicans you're talking about. For Mike Pence, it's very easy to answer, right? He's always, been extremely clear that he opposes abortion in almost all circumstances. You saw Nikki Haley there, really go to the extreme and say women shouldn't be, did she say electric chair?
Jailed,
Jailed or whatever for abortions. Nobody is suggesting that, but she's not getting into some of the more nuanced in between.
And she quickly moved to contraceptives.
Yes.
She didn't want to talk about abortion. They really don't want to talk about it.
Anne Marie asked you about the congressional view of the race and whether we're going to see some involvement. We actually have one lawmaker who's running here in Tim Scott. Is that a help or a hindrance?
For him on the abortion issue, or just
in general, to be running, because that and every other issue, he also needs to govern on while he's campaigning.
Sure, and he's the top Republican on the Senate Banking Committee, and there's certainly, he has obligations. It does give him the opportunity, a bit of a platform from which he can make pronouncements. We saw, obviously, Barack Obama was a senator before he became president.
Joe
John
Biden
McCain,
spent a minute
Joe Biden, yeah. So it has increasingly become the launch pad for party nominees in the last several years. He tends to be pretty low-key on the Hill, though. He ducks the media. He's not known for making, loud pronouncements or taking sides in some of these fierce.
You know where he wasn't low-key, though, this morning? On The View.
That's right, the big appearance on The View.
Yeah. So I think, if you're running for president, that is a place to go. I think especially as a man, right? You're sitting around with all of these women.
Yeah, maybe that's the new Tonight Show. You have to do The View. Right?
Yeah, The View, and Twitter, of course.